Be a river. A river does not stop. It always finds a way to flow on. At times, it's... bleh.
Try a little slower, like 30% slower.
Be a river. A river does not stop. It casts through stone, through rock. It always finds a way to flow on. At times, it is a trickle, and others wide and broad, and it is never ending, and it will not stop.
Okay, great. Thank you, Grace. We'll be in touch.
Thank you. This is what I have to do to get a job, an audition. To many people in other industries, this audition is called a job interview. It's when you try to stand out in a sea of hopeful candidates, show your best side, and connect with the prospective employer. It can be nerve-wracking. It can shatter your confidence and sense of self-worth. But there's a group of job seekers who have it much harder.
I'm born deaf.
I'm born blind.
I have Down syndrome.
I have autism.
Despite their disabilities, Elina, Nurul, Wei Jian, and Trevor are striving to build the career of their dreams.
I want to work as a lorry driver.
But the challenges they meet can seem insurmountable as they face prejudice and discrimination in the workplace,
I got rejected because of my disability.
as well as their own physical and mental obstacles.
It's a bit like a roller coaster ride for me.
And I am here to help. And let's take it up to a 2.
Let's just focus on just walking, simple walking.
This is my day job. I am the founder of a theatre company that discovers and trains disabled talents.
And now I'm taking on a new role as guide, mentor, cheerleader to a group of hopeful job seekers.
What will it take for them to land the job of their dreams?
I want to be independent.
I want to show people that deaf girl can do it.
My name is Grace Lee-khoo, and I want to know what it takes to become that new hire. Passport.
Hi, my name is Elina. I'm born deaf and I'm 29 years old this year. I'm now working as a grateful rider for almost 2 years. I don't think so in future you want to work as a grateful rider like maybe when you reach 40 or 50 because your energy is really down. I want to work as a lorry driver at full time, small stable. When about teenager, I always see the lorry or trailer. It's like transformer. They hit big, so high, then it's like that. So I so I take up the kite for driving like this. Okay, I just try first. To my surprise, I pass.
I'm liking what I see. She's deaf, she's female, she wants to drive one of the biggest vehicles that you can find on the roads. I think it's going to be interesting working with her. Let's see what's the next person like.
My name is Nurul. I'm born blind.
Nurul is a passionate music performer and accomplished athlete, winning the silver medal at the ASEAN Paragames in goalball. She has never let her blindness get in the way of achieving her goals. However, she is facing her biggest challenge yet, finding a full-time job.
I've been looking for jobs for almost 2 years plus. I have been encountering countless rejections because they look at your disability instead of your ability and they are afraid to try.
Currently, Nurul works part-time as a server with Dining in the Dark. It's a dining experience in complete darkness. As a server, she prepares the dishware and cutlery, brings the customers into the dining room and serves them.
Creamer and sugar.
She can carry even piping hot drinks without spilling. But while she's a very competent server, what she really wants to be is a chef.
I'm a foodie, I like to eat. About 2 or 3 years back, I applied for culinary art school. I got rejected because of my disability.
I have spoken to our chef and he says he won't be able to extend the training to you, unfortunately.
They couldn't find a possible way to teach a blind person how to do culinary art. That makes me feel quite dejected. This is a skill that even a blind person should learn because they can start their own business. And number 2, their family members are not around all the time, so they should learn how to do all these skills.
I honestly don't know what's more difficult. Looking for a new job for a deaf lorry driver or looking for a new job for a blind cook. So I'm meeting Elina for the very first time and I'm curious about her skills as a lorry driver. I've asked her to take me for a spin. Hi, Elina.
Hi.
There are around 500,000 individuals with hearing impairment in Singapore. But according to a 2017 survey, only 1 in 10 Singaporean employers are keen on hiring a deaf person.
So we're navigating these tight turns in a multi-story car park, and you can see she's really doing it with intense concentration and focus. It's pretty deafening inside this lorry. I'm not quite sure if there's a difference between a driver who is deaf or hard of hearing or a driver who, has his or her hearing intact. I think a lot of people think that a deaf person might not be able to drive a car.
Yeah,
Why? Why is that?
because they worry about they cannot hear the high car horn.
Currently, there are about 30 Grab drivers and 10 delivery riders who are deaf or hard of hearing. But Elina is the only deaf driver with a license to drive a lorry I was able to track down in Singapore.
Okay.
That was really good. I thought that was really smooth and steady, and you seem really confident. So Elina, I've done a little bit of research and there are a few companies here who are keen to interview you. The first one is a courier firm and you will be part of the operations team where you have to sort, deliver and pick up shipments.
Corner firm, I feel that fast space, a bit rushy. Then every day you see the new places. I prefer the same place that you already know the place so well that you don't have to use the map.
All right, I have another option. This is a haulage firm and the role is a prime mover driver. You'll be tasked with transporting cargo assigned in the prime mover from one point to another. So that might be something that's right up your alley.
I feel like it's no work-life balance because you need to work 12 hours per day.
So you feel that that takes up a lot of your time.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a bus transport firm where the job scope is ferrying people from one point to another.
Because people have to drive very, very, very carefully. One mistake becomes 10 mistakes. Everybody will have they will more injured because of me.
I think Elina is looking for the perfect job here. And the thing is, it doesn't exist for a disabled or non-disabled person. She's asking for a job that is risk-free, has minimal inconvenience, suits her working hours, and the list goes on.
Okay. that leaves us with our final option here, which is a media firm. It's a lorry driver come events assistant.
The job is not that bad, but we have to drive the whole day, every second.
She's missing the point here. At this point, it's really about getting a foot in the door to the industry and gaining valuable work experience. I think I need to make her see the bigger picture, or I don't think I can help her.
Would you say you're being a bit picky?
I'm contact about my safety and work-life balance.
But it's a really competitive market out there. What good is a license if you don't get to use it? What good is a license if you don't get to use it?
So at first glance, Elina comes across as an absolute rock star. She's young, deaf. She has managed to obtain a Class 4 license that allows her to drive one of the biggest lorries out there. But she's rejecting all the jobs that I found her. So I decided I needed to have a deeper conversation with her. And that's when I realized something.
Actually, to be honest, I a bit scared. If I get this job as a lorry driver, what if anything happen to me? Who will help you?
Why are you worried that no one will help you?
Because everybody busy. So I cannot be every time ask my friend to help me.
So I'm getting a sense you are afraid that when you put yourself out there, you'll make a mistake or you'll ask people for help and be dependent on other people. So that's the real fear here, right?
Yeah.
That's the real obstacle here.
So Elina has the skills and qualifications, but right now, her challenge is basically getting over herself. But I'll have to think about how to help Elina later, because I have another job seeker that needs my attention. Meet Trevor.
We have such a beautiful world.
He loves dancing, singing, baking, and everything creative. He's 22 years old and has a diploma in multimedia from a polytechnic. And he dreams of being an editor for film and television.
Today, I'm going to surprise Trevor at work.
Four. No. Ready. Say again. 49610. Yes. Let's say again. 22536.
Hi, Trevor.
Oh, hi.
So this is where you work, the warehouse.
Yes it is.
So tell me, what's it like to work here?
Well, always very busy, and it's very hot. Walking around, delivering all these cartons and boxes from pallet to pallet to cage. I basically have to read out each of these items by their pallet number here. And once I do, they'll tell me the location of where to go. Let's say, for example, 35668. Yes. And then from here, they will tell me where to place each of these items. And once I reach the location, I read the pallet number here, 21942. And then they'll tell me how many items I have to place. And in this case, one. And then after which, I go to the next location. So what I find easy about this is that I know where to place each of the items, and I know how to arrange them whenever necessary.
So this job appeals to you because it is predictable, there's a routine that you can follow, and there are clear instructions that are given to you.
Yes, there are. 35583. Yes.
I like it when it's straightforward and clear. I think my strengths are I'm a good listener. I take instructions very well.
Trevor, are you happy with where you are right now?
I wouldn't say this is the kind of job that I want to do for the rest of my life. If I want to do something, maybe multimedia, or maybe video editing.
So something more creative.
Yeah.
Trevor is autistic. In the past, he freelanced as a creative designer. But he found the work stressful and confusing.
I needed to create a Instagram story design for a healthcare graduate program, but it wasn't up to the standard to my boss. I wasn't sure what they wanted. My reaction was pretty much in panic mode. What really stresses me the most is if people don't give me clear directions, how would I know what I need to do to get the job done?
As someone in the creative industry, I think its anxiety and the need for clear directions and instructions could be challenging for him.
After all, in this industry, a certain flexibility is required. People can't tell you exactly how to create something. It's perhaps understandable Trevor didn't last very long as a creative designer. The episode did shake up his confidence, but it didn't destroy his dream of landing a job as a creative.
Being a creative designer would be hard work for me, but it's something that looks quite fun to do.
I reckon it'd be tough to help Trevor get his foot in the door in the creative industry, which is why I've reached out to Eugene.
Hi, Eugene.
Hey, Grace. Hi.
Eugene Xia is a career strategy coach who has worked with hundreds of clients, some of them autistic, just like Trevor. He helps them find the right job and create the right impression where it matters.
Eugene, I have a burning question.
Sure.
Would you say it's appropriate or detrimental if Trevor were to declare that he is autistic on
sure.
his CV?
That's a great question. So far, have you revealed that you have autism in job interviews?
Well, I haven't actually, because I was scared that if I were to tell anybody that I'm autistic, then they would reject me, because they would want someone who is like not just normal, but is like able to perform at their best and is efficient and fast.
Yes, I can fully understand how you feel. In my personal opinion, there's no such thing as normal. We must get rid of this idea that there is some kind of normal, and then somehow everybody else falls short of that normal. So the first thing, you shouldn't straight away say, I have autism. The first thing is to give a good impression first. The first impression is from CV, then the second one is from the way you speak, and then the third step, somewhere along the line, you decide, not anybody else decide for you. You ask the employer, say, can I share something honest with you? I am autistic.
I am autistic.
Yeah, and you stop there.
Oh, just like that?
Just like that, yeah. Some people will go like, so far I have good impression, right? So they might say that. So it shouldn't be just because you have autism, suddenly it changed the impression of everything, right? It doesn't make sense. Second possible response, this person will say, actually in that case, I think, no thanks. Your worst fear, right?
Yeah.
And this person reject you.
It can happen to anybody with a disability. So it's not personal. It's not you, Trevor.
Yeah. How do you get people to believe in you so that you can get your experience? So the first thing is your CV. The way you structure your CV and format your CV can give that kind of trust and belief even before they meet you. Trevor, can I give you a special mission?
Well, okay.
Right, this is your CV. Perform magic to it for the next few days. And turn it into something very creative, very unique, something that you personally feel very proud of to show me 3 days later. He will face challenges for sure. So as a coach, what I wanted to do is to mentally prepare him so that when he meets the challenges, he won't be demoralized. Some people will accept him. It could be quite rare, but I'm sure if he keep on searching, they are out there somewhere.
Earlier, I met Elina, who is a skilled driver with a Class 4 driving license. So I had no qualms about giving her the details of the employers I know who are looking for lorry drivers. But she was hesitant to consider any of these opportunities. So I enlisted her friend Amar to help.
How your work?
Last time I come for interview, they need to communicate.
Communicate like what?
To for
okay.
some other use walkie-talkie, so I also cannot.
Because a deaf person, you find a lot of challenge.
Yes, when they need something from me, they want to do that fast.
Oh yeah.
I don't get you because most people want to fast,
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
fast, right? But I think okay, but I think next time we find the paper, find the pen, take time. But if they never do the paper or pen, that talk fast, then I give wrong information.
I've known Elina since 8 years old. Maybe Elina is not feeling secure because in a working place there is a need for the boss to keep track of the worker, and in that case constant communication is important to ensure that the work is being done properly. For me, I would suggest you go for it. You don't take the risk and you don't learn through experience.
In the meantime, I'm meeting my last job seeker. He's just been given an unexpected job offer. Whew. At least that's half my job done. Or is it? On average, it takes about 6 months to find a job. And that's for non-disabled, healthy, neurologically typical candidates. So far, we've seen 3 individuals who really want to be able to do the job of their dreams. Elina is deaf and wants to be a lorry driver. Nurul was born blind but yearns to be a chef. Trevor is on the autism spectrum and wants a job in the creative field. Each one of them have their own unique challenges, aside from their condition.
Actually, to be honest, I a bit scared.
Elina struggles with fear and insecurity. Nurul has a very limited experience in cooking. And Trevor is an aspiring creative who prefers getting clear instructions, not always possible in a creative environment. But my next job seeker is pretty straightforward. He knows exactly what he wants.
My name is Wei Jian. I'm 40 years old. I have Down syndrome, extra chromosome. My favorite assignment is cleaning. I like to sweep dry leaf, cleaning the car park, hallway, walkway, all the area.
Wei Jian worked in housekeeping at a hotel before, but lost his job because of COVID. He has been jobless since.
I want a job is because I want to be independent.
The Down Syndrome Association helped Wei Jian to secure a job interview as a cleaner at a catering company. To prepare for the job interview, as well as the new role, he has been training twice a week for a month. The job readiness training was extensive, ranging from cleanliness and hygiene at the workplace to interaction with colleagues and customers.
Can you tell me which line will we take to go to eat what?
Downtown.
Downtown, very good, Wei Jian. Can you show me where's the map? That's upside down.
Bishan.
Bishan, can you point to me where is Bishan? And then you have to change at?
McPherson.
McPherson, okay, good. When you are working, right, what do you need to do at all times?
Face mask.
Face mask, very good, Wei Jian.
Must wear the hand glove.
Hand glove, right, when you're handling food, correct?
Must follow the rules.
Yes.
Wei Jian, morning. Thomas from Iwat. So today I'll just go through a few interview questions with you, get to know you better lah. Where do you live?
I live in Bishan.
Bishan.
Second line.
So if you were to come here to work, how will you travel to here?
From Bishan to McPherson. Then all the way to Expo.
Do you know about your job scope over here? What are we expecting from you?
House cleaning. For example, like mopping, wiping. Helping to do preparation.
Let me ask you, if one day you have some disagreement or unhappy thing with your colleague, do you like quarrel with them?
No.
No. So what will you do?
When I'm angry, I must calm myself down, drink water, make good choices, stay positive.
My first impression with Wei Jian, he's very matured. He knows what he wants. And the thing that impressed me was when I asked him about the question that how he deal with colleagues when they have disagreement. He told me the 4 points: calm himself down, drink water, make the right choice, and then stay positive. So this is something that even people like us will not actually think of lah. So his mind is actually very clear. 他们拜三10点到2点3点就完了咯，所以给他们负责外面的清洗啦，抹桌子、扫地、洗一点碗盘。
I love my new job. I want to learn a new job. It's because I want to meet new friends.
For your job, your responsibility, if let's say the drinks run out, right, like you see, 2 can people buy already, what you do? This is the first time that our company is engaging Down syndrome person to work for us lah. We actually manage staff cafeteria. So for them to work here, I feel that it's better in the sense that day to day they are meeting the same customer and the customer already know them. It will be more appropriate compared to retail F&B where they were exposed to a lot of customer day to day. So once the plate is washed, you just put at the side, let the plate dry. Okay? Can?
While Wei Jian is gearing up to begin work after his successful job interview, I am meeting Nurul for the first time.
Hi, Nurul.
Hello.
Okay, allow me.
All right.
I want to understand why exactly she wants to pursue a career cooking for others.
So, what is it about food that makes you happy?
I feel alive. More energetic, you are more motivated to do whatever you want.
So, is this why you want to work as a cook?
Yes.
I'm envisioning this environment that you're going to be in. It's going to be fast-paced, it's going to be hot and stuffy, not a lot of space to wiggle about in. There'll be knives, there'll be hot things everywhere. Have you thought of how you're going to manage that?
Maybe the kitchen could be a bit more systematic. Like, example, the oven will be placed here, and the cutleries will be placed somewhere nearby so it's easier to reach.
So it's about how the environment is being designed.
Yes.
And a potential employer would have to readapt or change the layout of the existing kitchen and possibly create a period of mentorship where someone else will be guiding you. Now, why would an employer take on all that?
Blind or not, right, we should try something new. Cooking is not just for serving customers. It's a daily living skills that a person has to learn because you cannot rely on people to cook for you every day.
Why should they take a chance on you?
Because it's a dream for me to pursue, and hopefully one day I can invent a new recipe, and also maybe I hope to open a restaurant that caters to help blind people learn to work in the food industry.
I really like Nurul's can-do spirit. I like that she has this drive to pursue her dreams of working in a kitchen. But that's it. Does she need to temper her expectations? After all, it's a big ask for a chef to make huge adjustments to his kitchen to accommodate a newbie with visual impairment. I reckon that's a pretty tall order. Nurul was born with a congenital defect that caused almost total blindness. The only thing she can see is the changes in light. For example, she can tell where the bright spots are or when the room turns from dark to bright. But I'm still hopeful I can help her. I'm going to talk to some people in the industry and hopefully make things happen for her. But while I was working on it, I received some unexpected news. The haulage company is one of the 4 companies who were interested in interviewing Elina. I'm thrilled that Elina finally decided to give it a go. Now, Elina, she's completely deaf from birth, and this is what she hears without her hearing aids. Total silence. The hearing aids do help, but the sound is muffled. The day of Elina's job interview arrives. Elina must first pass a test drive in order to showcase her skills as a driver. She must prove to the company her deafness will not impede on any safety measures on the road or cause any danger to herself, the truck, and anyone around.
So you start with the tires, check all the tires, safety tires and all. Okay? Check every yes. It here, it there. So you need to check here, then behind, everything. Okay? After checking, then you can start with your operations. The hose is connected, so you can start work. Okay? Come. So you can just slowly move off. Yeah. When you turn, you need to get more on this side, so you get space on the left side.
I feel nervous because it's my first time. I don't know if I can do it or not.
So we need to aim the second lane.
Oh my god, the second lane.
Yeah, second lane, then you go back to your first lane.
Okay.
Alright, okay. Then you can go back.
Elina is deaf. She also has a Class 4 driving license. She passed on the third try, which is why it is a prized possession. But she's been hesitant to put it to a proper use, despite claiming she wanted to work as a lorry driver.
You just go one more round.
Go out.
Or go out.
One more.
One more.
Okay.
But today, she is finally going for a job interview at a haulage company. The role? A prime mover driver.
You need a wider turn, so your tires can easily maneuver to the first lane. Yeah. Because if you turn, then not enough space, right?
Yeah.
Your back tire will confirm hit.
Hit the curb.
Right.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you need a wider turn here.
Need more space. Okay. Okay. Dapat ya?
Yeah. Here we go. Alright. Now let's go.
Okay. When I drive the big truck at Halus, it's very rare opportunity to drive because not many people get to drive at the stage. I feel excited. At the same time, I feel nervous. I don't know if I can do it or not. So I just tell myself I can do it.
Hey, hello. Hi, welcome to Audio. Nice to meet you again.
Hey, hi.
Hello. Hey, take a seat. What haulage is about is to move containers from port to warehouse. You will set the precedence to be the first deaf driver ever in our container logistics industry. When you join us, you will not be using the traditional walkie-talkie because if you're using walkie-talkie, you cannot hear.
Yeah.
Right? So with the technology that Holly will give, you just need to turn on the app, similar to like how Grab is. The job and all is automatic inside. The job comes, you take, you drive, finish, you swipe. So our dream is really to help make trucking even easier for many aspiring young people like you to join this industry.
But the working hours is very long.
Yeah.
We are an industry which can be working very long hours, above 12 hours in fact at times. But I think there is still many opportunities in the market where there'll be probably something close to 9 hours kind of jobs. Basically, the job that we would like to open up as an opportunity for you is point-to-point trucking, as long as it's suitable for you as in the wage part. I think that is pretty comfortable at our end. So what do you think about it?
The kind of job I feel it's suitable for me.
Yep.
I would like to take the job offer.
In our industry, a lot of people have already asked me about her, and they truly want her to succeed because there's no truck drivers, there's just not enough. And we hope that this can inspire, truly, whether is it for her or for us. So when you're on top of the truck, do you feel
strong?
Strong, right?
I strong, but actually I
Strong, right?
strong. And also, I don't see any deaf girl driving Panibel. So I just
not even normal girl, girl also.
Only normal girl, maybe one
or two.
So I think why not make a change?
Oh, okay.
So I want to show people that deaf girl can do it. Prove people wrong.
Yes.
Finally, Elina and Wei Jian have both secured jobs, but it's not the two of them that I'm worried about. It's Trevor and Nurul. It's a paradox, really. Nurul aspires to work in a professional kitchen as a blind cook. But how can we do that with her and make it safe and effective? Trevor is the free-spirited creative who can only thrive where there are exact, specific instructions and templates in place.
The most challenging aspect of finding the job is a bit like a roller coaster ride for me. And it felt like very emotional at some times. I even went for some face-to-face interviews, hoping like they would get back to me, but fortunately they haven't gotten back to me. So that means I don't think they will want me, fortunately, which left me a bit devastated.
He's faced a lot of rejections and some unpleasant experiences. I think the good thing about him, right, is that even though people around him tell him that, hey Trevor, I think that this might not be the right path for you, you can try something else, he doesn't give up.
The perennial question about why employers are not keen to hire an autistic person, from my own personal experience as an artist working with autistic people, all I can say is when you know an autistic person, you know one autistic person. It's neurodivergence, and everyone that I've met is, atypical. And it really takes commitment. It takes a process of trial and error to want to partner an autistic person and find out what makes them tick, what they can do to co-create a conducive working environment and find the tools for them to succeed and play to their strengths. So unfortunately, right now, I don't think a lot of employers are willing to go through that process. I think that's the reason why.
I used to be the hirer, so I would sift through CV. And as much as we want to be kind-hearted, we have KPIs, key performance indicator, and the bottom line is the key thing. So if the person can either reduce cost for us or increase productivity and profit, then that will be the person we hire. So we don't really think about autism or not autism, but rather we look at a list of competencies to decide, can this person increase our productivity or not? So given such a context, you can imagine why it is difficult to hire someone with autism.
I actually see myself as a liability sometimes and as a burden whenever people say they don't need me. So that left me a bit, sad. But I just have to figure out what I could do moving forward. I wanted to create a non-boring kind of CV, something simple, but yet something that speaks of me in terms of the colors. I want to make not just a personalized CV of my own, but also just to show the interviewer or employer who I am, to show them my personality and what I like to do. I'm feeling pretty proud of my CV so far. I just hope that not just the interviewer or the employer, but also my career coach will be proud of it as well.
Trevor has clearly put in a lot of effort into his new CV, and it reflects his personality and his interests. However, my question is this what the industry is looking for? What kind of impression is Trevor giving to his prospective employers? As for Nurul, I have searched high and low for a commercial kitchen keen to take a chance on her.
So I've emailed a couple of restaurants, cafes, and I've even tried a food truck. Working on a food truck for a blind person isn't any more suitable than in a kitchen. In fact, more dangerous because it's an outdoor environment and we are also on an elevated platform. I'm guessing that's a no. A message from another chef that I approached. I've discussed this with my team and the conclusion was that it would be too much of a hassle to work with a new member who needs to be monitored.
But I do have a plan B up my sleeves that would meet Nurul's aspirations midway, and I have a chef who's willing to help us with it.
Thank you.
Chef Andre is the chef and partner of 1819, a halal fine dining restaurant. He has never worked with blind cooks before.
So I heard Nurul is very interested in working in the kitchen or to be a chef one day, maybe?
Yes.
We're going to work towards a pop-up.
Oh.
You're going to be learning and mastering a dish of your choice and hopefully sell it to people.
Oh, right.
At a one-day only event. I'm wondering how can we make that happen?
I can help you work through that. Okay, so you have any experience in the kitchen?
Not so much. So there will be a lot of things that I may not know how to do.
Chef, what do you think are some potential challenges that Nurul might be facing in a conventional kitchen?
If we talk about the normal working kitchen, where we have a kitchen brigade, about 5, 6, 7 people in a tank, Nurul have to be a team player. You will see people flare tempers. You might feel like why people are picking on you. It's nothing personal. Exhaust is very loud, so you need to shout. And walking around with a lot of sharp things. We have kitchen edges, we have knife, deep fryer, hot oil. For me, the concern is, number one is safety.
Yeah, right.
Safety for Nurul, safety for the staff. One thing in the kitchen is usually we will put back whatever things we take in the same place. So we know where to find it every day in the day.
So what I'm getting from this is there is a system in place when it comes to working in a kitchen, and you'll have to master that system. Are you up for that challenge, Nurul?
I am feeling a bit nervous, but I am willing to try.
Welcome to my kitchen, Nurul. Okay, come this way. On your left, we have the 2-leg oven. You just can hold here, okay?
Oh, the heat.
Yes. So this is where we bake our bread.
Beautiful aroma.
Okay, this is where we grill the meat. Okay, you can see the heat over there.
Yes.
Okay, this is
stove.
Yeah. Right, so you have
all the knobs.
All knobs, everything. Okay, now I want you to turn the knob on.
Now?
Yeah. Okay. Turn.
Yeah, the heat is there.
The heat is there.
Yes.
To be honest, it was a really nerve-wracking situation for me. You literally could get burnt or scalded just by reaching about in that kitchen. So it's a real concern for me when it comes to Nurul's safety. And I'm thinking, how am I going to be able to work with this space and make adjustments so that she can work independently? I don't have the answers.
Okay, Nurul, in front of you is your challenge.
Okay.
Okay, I have 8 items for you to touch and feel and taste.
Okay.
And you can tell us what it is.
Okay.
What is this?
This feels like a ginger.
Take your time, smell it.
So are you sure it's a ginger?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, it is a ginger. Okay? And then come to the next one.
Chili.
Chili. Next one.
Lemon.
The next one.
This is very leafy.
Okay, this one you can taste. Just put it in your mouth and eat.
Very familiar.
Yes.
I know it's daun soap.
Okay. You halfly get it correct. Coriander.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this one. This leaf.
What is this? It's very familiar. I smell this before.
Give it a go, give it a guess.
It's a normal ingredient where you can get anywhere.
I really have no idea.
Don't panic, don't panic.
Okay.
Just calm down and think about it.
No, it's not onion.
No? Bay leaf. Okay. This one. just have a dip.
Can I smell? Chili sauce.
So, okay, you got it half correct. Okay, this is Thai chili sauce.
Oh, okay.
Okay, how about the next one?
Tartar sauce.
Okay, these are dressing on the salads.
Tomato.
Remember, go back to textures. Is it light on your fingers?
Okay, I really have no clue what this is.
Okay.
It smells like mayonnaise, but it's not.
Okay, this is Dijon mustard dressing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the next one.
It feels like sugar.
It's used in a process to make your chicken cutlet. Usually we eat in the morning or for breakfast.
Sugar.
Is that the main thing that you eat?
No.
Come on, Nurul, you can do it.
I don't know the name.
This is breadcrumb. This is dried breadcrumb.
So, Chef Andre, Nurul just scored 4 over 8
Yeah.
for her blind taste test. What are your thoughts?
On a personal basis, okay, I think she did great. But on a professional basis, she have a lot to learn. Like you say, the breadcrumb is like sugar. I cannot be you putting sugar in instead of breadcrumb and it will spoil the whole entire dish.
You must really master the basic ingredients that are being used in the kitchen, as well as then move on to more difficult and more complex ingredients.
Yes.
Do you have any advice for Nurul?
In the full running kitchen, okay, it's a bit difficult or a bit tough. When you walk to the kitchen, it's all surrounded by heat, knives, edges. We can't babysit.
On the next episode of The New Hire, Nurul is determined for her pop-up to be a success.
I want you to expand your creativity. I will guide you until we get through the pop-up.
Yes, I am ready.
Trevor pivots to a new direction.
For Chinese New Year, we made up to 60,000. If you spend too much time on one, you're not gonna go anywhere.
I realize it comes with a lot of responsibilities. I don't want to let anyone down.
And Wei Jian struggles at his new job.
Wei Jian, the spoon that you drop on the floor, you need to wash again. Understand?
I cannot concentrate.